This is the Creatively Geeky Show, the support group for your creative process.
Hello, and there he goes. He got it. Hello, and welcome to the Creatively Geeky Show. I'm your host for the evening, Eugene Stevens. I'm joined by my buddies Ray, Kris, and Cyrus. How are y'all doing?
Good.
And I'm happy now.
Hockey. Yay! Hockey. And it was U.S. versus Canada that came up.
It was. It did show that. Yep.
You might think I had planned that, but I didn't.
What version is that? What game is that?
That's Hit the Ice for the TurboGrafx 16.
I should have guessed it was a TurboGrafx 16. So
it was the easiest thing to turn on very quickly.
That's all that matters. This is our catch-up show. Last month we had an interview, so this month is our catch-up episode, and so we're just talking about what we said we were going to be working on since December. Yeah, so it's been a minute or two. So with that being,
was December a month? I don't remember that happening.
Yeah, it was a month. It was a short month, but it was a month. So let's go ahead and just jump on into this. I'm going to go first just because of the way that I have the slideshow kind of set up. So here we go. Oh, it helps if I actually add it to the stage. There we go. All right. Things that I said I was going to be working on. Finish my PC upgrades. I did it. I got it done. I'm very happy with it. So I was running an Intel 5 processor, and I was wanting to upgrade to a 7 and Ryzen 7. So I did that. So I had to completely take out the motherboard, change out the motherboard and everything else. And it's funny, like I got all the parts in, and I was just like, I've been going through this with Nicholas. I'm like, okay, look, this is what's going to happen. When I get my upgrade, I'm going to upgrade my computer. I'm going to take what's in here, which is still a pretty decent system, and I'm going to upgrade your system so that yours will be running better. And I was like, here's the deal. I need you to save the money. If you want a new case, you're going to have to buy a new case, because I'm not going to put everything in this smaller, older case you have. And then a couple months later, when you get the money saved, then do all the work again. I said, if you make me do that, I'm going to charge you $20, in which my friend Lewis and my coworker both said, only $20? I'm like, I'm trying to be a nice dad. They're like, I don't care.
$20 in kid money. That's a lot of money.
Maybe. Not the way these fools like get it on the birthday and stuff. Anyway. But yeah, $20. I'm just like, because I'm like, okay. And then what ended up happening was I got everything. I literally sat down and I was going to start like figuring stuff out. I was like, all right, let me start pulling stuff out, getting stuff set up. I was like, you know what? Let me go ahead and mount the CPU to the motherboard and put the RAM in. That way it'll be easier putting it in there. And I got the CPU mounted. And I'm like, where's the RAM? What? It's in Nicholas's current computer. And I was just like, I sent him a text. I'm like, dude, there's two options. A, we're going to stuff all this into your old case, and you're going to pay me money later to update it. Or B, I'm going to buy the case you want, and you're just going to owe me because I'm not doing this twice. And of course, he went with option 2. Mm-hmm. Luke's a week, and he says, "I give you $21." So I of course went with option 2, and so yeah, I got his done as well. So anyway, PC's running fine. Everything's running great. I am going to tell you a horror story. Kris probably won't get where it is. And actually, I have a very serious question for you, Cyrus. When was the last time you installed a CPU? Okay, so obviously this is going to help.
Successfully or just in general?
Any of the above. By the way, Wolfus says, I bid 2101. Of course you do.
My good friend... My good friend Derek Gott from my hometown sent me an upgraded AMD processor to replace an AMD FX processor that I had. I think I went from a 63 something to an 83 something, maybe like an 8350 or something like that. This was the this was the moment that I ruined the computer. This was the install of the CPU seemed to be going well. Everything was going just peachy. And then I went to install the fan for the CPU. And that is when I took the screwdriver and raked it across all kinds of shit, including the CPU. And ruined my gaming computer. That was the last time I tried to install. That was the last time.
Okay.
Yep.
So let me tell this story. So, Ray, what do you want to say?
I was going to say I've got 5 years. Well, 6 years ago. 6 years ago.
Okay.
So, and a horror story for you, if you want. I used to work at a computer store. Micro Machines.
Stop! Don't go down this route.
Luke, you son of a bitch! He knows exactly what he's doing.
He knows what he's doing. Luke,
you don't even understand. Luke made me go buy toys. Like he. This is a drug dealer for buying like toys.
Absolutely.
So I used to work at a computer store, and we would fix people's computers. And this one guy said, "Listen, I was having some issues. I brought it in, and just can you guys figure it out for me? Because there's I don't know. I pulled it out the CPU, and I tried to get it, and I put it back in, and it just doesn't seem to be working. So I pulled it out.
Oh,
and well, not that, but anyway." The one line of pins were bent sideways, 90 degrees.
No. Yeah, that's not going to work. I don't know if you know this, but that's not going to work, Eugene. When the pins on the CPU are bent like that.
Okay, so let me tell this story. So I'm gonna put the picture back up here. If you notice the fan for the CPU lights up just like all the other fans. What I didn't really pay attention to was there's an outside ring around the fan and the word AMD. And when I installed it, I installed it upside down. And I thought, is this really going to bother me enough that I'm going to have to take the fan off and reinstall it? Because I'm going to look down there every time and I'm going to see AMD upside down because it lights up as well. The AMD lights up. And of course the answer is yes. Absolutely. This is going to bother the hell out of me. So I'm like, okay, take it off. So I managed to get the clip off the one side. I got the clip off the other side and I go to try to lift off the fan and it will not budge. And I'm like, what sorcery is this? Like, it's just the putty. So I'm like, okay. So I slowly start to kind of turn it so that it will like loosen up a little bit, and that's going fine.
Ooh.
And
slow down, Eugene.
Shut up. And so I think I've got it loosened up enough, and I pull it up, and I'm just like, okay. I'm like, so this is what I still have not done yet. Has thermal paste changed in the last several years, and that you have to turn the system on and let it heat up before you remove the fan? Because it's almost acting like it's glue now. And I'm just like, what the hell? Like, it drove me insane. So anyway, I get it pulled up and I'm like, okay, I can switch it around. Where's my CPU? I look on the bottom of the fan. It's still fucking stuck on there. Even though the lever was down, it still managed to pull the CPU out.
Wow.
Heart is racing at this point, and I'm just like, oh, holy shit. So I'm looking at it, and I'm just like, all the pins look like they're okay. I think I may be all right. So I'm like, okay. So I get the CPU off, and I clean everything off, and I'm like, okay, I got to put it back on there. And I go to put it back on the socket, and it's rocking just the slightest bit. And I'm just like, motherfucker. So I went out and I have this. I don't have them with me, but I literally bought. What is this?
Luke.
Oh, he's sending you pictures of
Micro Machine Star Wars.
Anyway, I got to looking at it. I have these like goggle things specifically for like painting miniatures that like are like multiple times magnified. So I put those on. Of course, the boys are in there. Dad, what are you doing? Rocket science? And I'm like, shut up. I've got the light on and I'm looking, and sure enough, there's a couple of pins that are just
ooh.
So I took my tweezers and I'm very carefully just kind of slide, get them back in. I'm just like, I'm looking multiple ways and I'm just like, okay. So I take it and it just slides right into the socket. And I'm like, okay, pull the lever down. Let's put the fan on. Let's fire it up and pray to God I have not just destroyed this brand new CPU. And it worked fine. But needless to say, for about 20 minutes, my heart almost stopped. And I'm just like, and that's what I'm saying. I need to do some research and be like, when the hell did thermal paste decide that, oh, hey, I'm going to turn into glue whenever it's not heated up or whatever? Anyway, let's see some stuff in this. Save these stories for Halloween. Yeah, pretty much. Because, yeah. Grandma's thermal paste from Windows 95. Thanks for that, Wolfus. I know someone who likes to eat paste. Oh, thanks, Luke.
He's talking about a guy that goes by the name Eating Paste. It's
fair enough. Okay.
A friend of ours.
Can't wait for my PC to show up. For my PC to show up. Okay, yeah. So anyway, I got my PC ready. Got that going. All right. So back to the things I was doing. Got that upgraded. Ethernet for the house. I need a button, but I don't want to play it for everyone else. I just want to play it for me because I don't want to make y'all feel bad. I need the sound on The Price is Right. Dun, 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 dun.
Oh, yeah, that one's
yeah, you know
good.
what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ethernet in the house did not happen. I'm gonna have to do some more research and see if that's gonna happen or not. So we're gonna have to see on that one. That being said, though, things that I didn't say I was gonna work on that I started working on. I'm kind of getting back into 3D printing. So my buddy Travis and I went to this event for this board game that we play, and we saw these really cool things there. And I was just like, if I can find the file, I can 3D print these for us, because they want way too much money if you buy them outright. And so what you're looking at is there's a 3-piece box that holds all the pieces for this board game. So the top part there is like where you put all the little spaceships. The thing that's standing up there is where you put the cards, and then that's a top that slides in on top of it, keeps everything organized. That's roughly what it looks like when it's done. Look at all of the little ships in there. There's tons of them. The reason why we decided to go with white is just because one of the sets of ships is black. So I was like, I don't know if we do black, you may not lose it, or you might kind of lose it. And I was just like, I'll be honest with you. I'm like, if I have to buy colors for every single one, because it's like 8 different colors, I'm like, that's gonna be a crap ton of money. He's like, no, just do it in one single color. So that's what I'm doing. So I'm kind of getting back into doing some 3D printing stuff. And the other thing is I did get my boys' computers upgraded as well. The only thing we did for Alex, he went ahead and pulled the trigger and bought 32 gigs of DDR4 RAM that light up.
DDR4.
DDR4, yes. I mean,
Okay.
It's still $200, but still.
4 is fine. That's what I have on mine. You don't need. Yeah. You really don't need.
No,
5.
you don't need 5 unless you're doing. Yeah. But dude, look at that RAM. It looks really cool lit up.
Yeah, it does look.
I don't need to pull the trigger though. I've already got 32 gigs. And then I got Nick's. Nick, of course, had to have a little bit different case. He didn't want his to look exactly like Dad and his brother, so he had to do his own thing. So anyway, yeah. So we've got 3 decent PCs going. So when I can finally get on top of stuff, Cyrus, we may have to be playing some Left 4 Dead or some Back 4 Blood or something, because all 3 of our systems can handle it now. So that might be fun. All right. Let's move on next. And I think next up is Cyrus. The thing you had listed was start a StreamYard show. I'm assuming this was the show that you were planning on starting that we've done?
Dude, how long ago did we say this?
December.
There's been a lot that's gone on since then. We started the N64 thing, and then we did a few shows, and then we decided to take a little break, or I did. I was also doing a members only show, and I did like one of those, and I was like, okay, I'm going to have to, I'll get to that again. And then me and PJ were doing the ColecoVision stuff, the Super Duper Retro show. And then I was doing too much stuff. I was doing a bunch of this is what I do. Like, I'm like, I want to do one thing. So I do 5. And then I'm like, this is too much. So I do none for a while. And then I'll eventually get back to doing one or two.
Fair enough.
So I don't know which one I was talking about doing, but yeah, we did a bunch of stuff, Plus we were doing your thing with me also. Like, how many shows was I doing, Eugene? And then I'm doing the other people's.
See.
Oh my God.
You were doing okay. You do this show. You were jumping in on the last several Epically Geekies. We were doing EG Live weekly. And then you were doing like Friday nights, you were doing this thing with the multiplayer mayhem. We were doing that on Friday nights. And then, like you said, you were doing something with PJ and like almost every night you had something going, it seemed like. So,
yeah, now
I get it.
And it was too much.
Yeah.
Yep.
So anyway, but you also had a video kind of pop off, didn't you?
Oh God. Yeah, that was so weird. Like, I saw this guy put out a demo for Castlevania running on the Sega Master System that he's been porting over to it. And it's the very first Castlevania for NES, but it's really cool because you can run the original graphics, actually slightly enhanced, or you can run a completely like remastered Master System version of Castlevania with all new graphics and stuff. And it's very impressive. So, but anyway, I didn't think two things about it. Really, I was just like, oh, this looks cool. I'll make a video about this. And it's now sitting at over 8,000 views and dozens of comments. And just, I don't know what happened. It just blew up. This is what happens sometimes. It's always Sega stuff for me. It's always Sega stuff.
Interesting.
Yeah, whenever my Saturn one blew up, that's 40,000 on that one. Mm-hmm. It's like, yeah, anytime I do something Sega that's like talking about something new, it does something crazy. Yeah, it's weird.
Maybe that should be your focused podcast. Our show is just Sega.
Oh, I know. For years, John, my buddy, the Retro Bro, John, we talked about focusing on Sega because I knew years ago there was something special there for me. But I deliberately sabotage myself at every turn. I'm really good at it. I'm better at that than anything. So yeah, I have really dropped the ball on the Sega stuff. I don't know.
Son, did you really stream 9 hours every day during Christmas? I don't think you were streaming that much, but I know you were streaming a lot. So, Sega does what Nintendo don't. Very true, Luke.
Yeah.
So,
Luke is focusing very, very tightly on Nintendo 64 stuff. He got the new analog 3D that is like the FPGA. Yeah, he's been doing some great videos.
Yes, he has.
And they're doing well too. He's doing really well on his channel. So.
Yes, Dad, I did that where I met most of my subs. Fair enough. I guess that's when you picked them all up. So I guess if you just sit there and play Fortnite for 9 hours a day, several days in a row.
The trick is you have to stream when people are watching, which is the problem is everyone streams at the same time. So if you really want to capitalize and stream for Central Time, it's like between 7 and 9 p.m. If you can stream between 7 and 9, you'll get better views. But everyone else is also streaming at that time.
I was going to say 7 to 9, and that's within the window of your viewership. So if your viewership is in the mountains,
yes, there you go.
Sure, yeah. Yeah, so I'm glad you've decided you're going to start doing some more stuff again. So, you think we're going to pick up on the Friday night mayhem thing again, or take a little longer?
We're going to get back to doing stuff. It's
okay.
There's just too much happening, and I'm trying to figure things out.
I think every other week makes sense.
Every other week is what I want to do for everything. I want to schedule like us on, off, and then on my off, I'm doing something different. So
yeah, that makes sense.
Like, but yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Yep.
So.
Side streams with the bats. Yeah, he does, because I'll literally get to work and it'd be like early morning stream with Cyrus Martin. I'm just like, when did he? And of course, I click on it. Or hey, everyone, it's 4 a.m. I woke up and was like, why not? I'll do a stream. And I'm just like, Jesus. So
yeah, but part of the reason I do that though is because whoa, oh my, everybody got excited. I was gonna say part of the reason I do that is because nobody is streaming, and I don't like to stream if I don't have to when other people that I know are streaming. Mm-hmm. And it's really impossible to do that. Like, good luck with that. There's no way to do that. But I still try, you know? Mm-hmm. Plus, some people have told me they like the early morning stuff because they can, you know, they're in different time zones and it works for them, you know? So,
you still have people jump on, so.
I've caught it on my way to work. I'm like, and I'll listen to it as I'm driving to work.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yep. I'll usually have it on in the background if I'm like, you know, when I'm first setting up stuff at work. So, Born Distracted said, "Sai is such a rebel." Very true.
I know. Very true. What am I rebelling against? What do you got?
Yeah.
Fair.
He's a loner, Dottie. A rebel. All right. So let's move on to the Canadians. I'm sure y'all haven't had anything going on at all. Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Wait, before you say anything, Eugene, how do you feel looking at old photos from when you were like further back in the process? How does that make you feel?
It didn't happen.
I did it today deliberately to get a picture in of a before and after a little bit, and it reminds you of where we were.
Yeah, because you need it, because you sit and you stare. You're in that room, like we're in there every day. And so you get lost as to how much work you've actually done, because it just feels like you're doing nothing because you're there every single day. So big changes don't feel big. I see that. I'm like, why did it even look like that? When?
Yeah, it did.
Because now it looks so different.
Yep.
And but I still can't wrap my head around. I can't wrap my head around how much work we've done.
I thought of an idea for a horror movie.
Okay.
You're remodeling maybe a house or a store or something, and you're really, really far into the process. You're about to be like to where you can almost finish. Go to sleep that night, wake up, and time has gone back, and now you're at the beginning of the process again.
Oh.
Even the horror would be just a few days back, and you're just like, I dreamed that I got that. Okay, I guess I'll do it again, and then just keeps resetting. Oh my God, that would be horrible.
Like Groundhog's Day, The Revenge, or something.
Exactly. Yeah.
Bill Murray shows up. You know. Yeah.
Yeah, that would be awful.
Yeah.
Bill Murray's in it, and he's like your mentor because he's the only one that's not like he's immune to the time thing, and he knows what's happening. You know, he's like
he's already lived through it once.
Yeah. He straight walks in, is like, nope, done this before. Just walks out.
Or he's experiencing it with you. Like he shows up every day and he's like, wow, we're all in this together, aren't we? You know.
So have y'all been doing everything I told you? Did you go out and find a kid to save? And come on, we got to get on this.
And it's more like people keep. Not everybody, but like people ask, you know, when are we opening? When we're opening? And it's been going on for months.
Yeah.
So there's like, do you want me to cry? Like, I'll cry right now. It's open. Stop asking.
Shut up. We're not ready.
We're not ready, but they're hopefully it comes excitement.
They're like, when are you opening? They're not like, when are you opening?
Well,
like,
we got that too.
Well,
there was a couple of people who were like, the paper on the wall doesn't look good, like on the windows. You have to paper it to paint anyway. Not going to get in with you.
No.
So thank you for that. But
you know what? A letter on the window to let us know where you are in the process would be nice.
Yeah, because some of us
I'm like, well, we do.
Wow.
On Instagram.
The entitlement. My goodness.
You update on Facebook and Instagram. Well, not all of us are on there.
Wow.
Super excited, but it does give you like saying I don't know doesn't sound good. Like when you open, I don't know.
We're working on it.
When we open, I don't know.
You should just set some ridiculous date in the future, you know? Like when you'll be done? 2029.
I was gonna say, do this. Make sure you use the Scotty effect though. Like you know the Scotty effect or the Scotty rule. It's always it's either time and a half or double. That's why Scotty always looked like he was a wizard, because he's like, he even said that. I want to say I think it was a TNG episode. Yes, it was. Yeah. Because he was talking to Geordi, and Geordi said, Captain, it'll be done in like, a day and a half. And then they're kind of walking off. He goes, so how long is it really going to take? And he's like, what do you mean? He's like, how long is it really going to take? He goes,
I remember that.
Take a day and a half. He's like, no, you tell him it takes 3 days. So when you get it done in a day and a half, you look like a genius. And I'm just like, Scotty's a fucking man. So, but yeah, you can do that.
You know what else? You tell him you've got a deal for George R.R. Martin to come do his premiere for his next book. So it should be done by the time that's ready.
Never.
That would work.
Rothfuss. Just never.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So as for what we did do on that list, so subfloor is done, new floor is done, bookcases are in, and the trim is in.
Yeah, those are
So we are now still working through inventory, but we have an update there, and kitchen counter is still being worked on.
But we're in phase 4.
But we are in phase 4.
Well, let's get to it. So here's
God.
where we were
before.
There's the before. Is that carpet that was on the floor?
That is carpet.
That's carpet.
Okay, so we had carpet on the floor.
Look at that carpet.
Yeah.
What has that been through? Holy crap.
That's also, that's after we tore down. You'll see the bookcases in the middle of the floor in the later picture. You see the before and after. That's after a lot of work.
Yeah.
That is so ripped
wow.
up. There's the new subfloor going, or a new subfloor, and then the new floor going down.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then some more new floor. Which I was like, that was such a pain in the ass to get around that wall. But anyway, I got it figured out.
Oh yeah.
Really good job.
I've done that before. Not fun.
No.
Not fun at all.
No. And then bookcases going up.
Mm-hmm.
And you built all these. These are not like pre-manufactured bookcases.
No, these are birch plywood that were cut down and put. I rabbited all the shelves and glued them all together and put the trim on.
Yeah. We couldn't do like prefab ones because the floor and the walls are so uneven because the building's 150 years old. So we just couldn't do something pre-made because we just have to modify the shit out of it anyway. So
yeah.
You son of a birch. Sorry.
Yeah. So that was when we got the fireplace. It's just an electric fireplace, but just for ambiance. So that is now in place, and that's all trimmed out now as well,
and all stained.
The statue of Sai will go on right beside the bookworm there on the mantle.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Super sweet.
Yeah. So those are all done.
That's all done now. Yeah.
That's all done.
Yeah. If you look closely, you can see there's actually a heat vent that I had to incorporate.
I do see that. Yeah.
Also, a couple electrical that I had to incorporate as well. So,
wow.
Where did you get this countertop?
So the countertop, funny story. I went to a local place where we bought all the lumber. Explained what I was trying to do and what was going on, and it happened to be the owner of the store that I was talking to. And he said, "Well." Because I
wanted a live edge so that's like the countertop for the customers. That's not anything other than that. Yeah. So I wanted a live edge because I thought it would look really cool. So we were going there to look for live edge, and all their live edge was gone.
It was all gone. He was getting another order, which would have been in next week.
Yeah.
And then all of the ones that they did have were too narrow, and I couldn't screw them together. And so he said, "Well, come with me for a second." And he shows me this piece, and there is a section cut off there that you can see. And he said, like, "Do you think you could make this work?" I was like, "Yep, I can." It's hardwood. I believe it's maple, but I could be wrong. I don't know. But it is a hardwood, and the way it fit in there was perfect because you're taking orders at where the ledge is, and then you can't see it in the picture to the left because but anyway, I did on the right hand side, you can see where that kind of corner on the bottom comes out, and it's a bit of a sharp edge. So I did cut and round that off, and I have filled in that hole as well. So I had to cut off a section. So I used a hole saw and cut out a piece to fit in there, and that worked. So that's all kind of fixed up. And
but it was their they have a paint counter, and that was it. But they redid it. So they took that out, and they were going to use it again, but they didn't know where. And then Ray.
So I was like, "Yep, I'll make it work."
Yeah, so when he brought it in, he's like, "Look what I got," and I'm like, "Where'd you find that?" So it's exactly what
I love the bow ties. Like I learned about that. I follow a guy, Blacktail Studios on YouTube, and he makes like $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 wood and resin tables. And he's like, he said some people try to hide them. He said, but more and more people are making them stand out. And I was like, when I saw that, I was like, that is beautiful.
Yeah, those are gorgeous, and I was really, really happy with those.
That's our buddy right there.
Yep, there's Travis.
My partner in the game, the movie game.
Born Distracted. What type of wood is the hardest? I don't know.
I don't.
What type of wood are you looking for, Born Distracted?
All righty.
So anyway,
there's the before and after.
Oh my God.
There's your
wow.
It wasn't even the only way you would know that it's the same place is because the same lights.
The lights and the vent at the bottom on the floor.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
That carpet looks like the bottom of a doghouse.
It was pretty worn out. It was pretty tired.
It was 14 or 15 years old.
It was something like that. Yeah.
Wow.
Pretty tired.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
It was really low pile, like it was an industrial carpet.
Yeah.
So. But still, it was
done.
Yeah, it was done.
It was done.
Yeah.
So,
Luke's Awakening says hardwood is the hardest woods.
Yeah, there you go.
My little librarian hardest flutter is a flutter.
Yeah, it's really looking good. The stain on the shelving and everything. That's
that section today. So I have a little section to go for stain, and then all the bookcases are stained. And so we're just letting it sit before we put any books on. But those are all the genre signs. Our old neighbor, she has like one of those laser cutters. And so she did those for us. Because I found a picture, I found a thing on Etsy of what I wanted or whatever. And I went to go to the link, and it was $28. I'm like, I get why it's $28. I can't afford that because I need a lot of them. And so I think she would do it, and Ray shot her a message. And and it was way more affordable. So thank you to her.
Thank you to her. She did a great job.
So
those are beautiful.
And, they're all different colors. And but we had a bit of a
well, if you turn it back to us for a sec.
So
okay.
She had given us a picture of like, this is what it looks like. Wait a minute. It's not
no,
that.
I'm just showing general.
Okay. So then we're like, that looks fantastic. I wasn't looking at any of the spelling. I was just looking at just the general look of it. And then as we're going through, I glued this down together.
And I have painted every single sign, or you painted some as well. But we were on the painting the last sign.
And then I went, I'm like, is that how you spell fiction? It is not. It's general fiction. We already painted another one that said the exact same thing. And it wasn't until the last one where he's almost done. And I'm like, is that how you spell fic? That looks weird. And I had glued it down. I was looking at it, and I even looked, so it missed it. Like,
so what we're going to do.
So what we do is just, that's my desk name now. My desk is a huge behemoth of a desk, and her name is now
General Fiction.
General Fiction.
Keep them
every time I have to do anything where there's writing on it like that, especially if I'm making something, I can't tell you how much I will go Google the dumbest, simplest word, because for whatever reason, when you're trying to be creative and make something with letters and spell something, your brain will almost always freaking short circuit, and you'll be like, why did I put it as TEH instead of the? Like, you moron. Like, I get it. I totally get it.
Oh, yeah. Like, she missed it. We missed it. And, but there's other, like, There's speculative that was spelt right.
Everything
and
was spelt
memoirs,
right.
but everything else was spelt right except those 2 general fiction sides.
You got the mystery and thriller. That's one of my
Okay,
favorites.
So
That's hilarious.
we have mysteries and thrillers. So it's like a purpley color.
Oh, that
Oh,
looks
yeah.
so good.
So
And you got and they hang, right? Like a little thing comes
Oh,
out and it hangs.
no,
So we're gonna
Oh,
screw them
okay.
up. So if you go back to the picture, at the
Okay.
very top,
there's like a 4-inch piece of trim on the top.
Uh-huh.
so that's where they're gonna
That's
fit
where they're gonna go.
Cool.
to each of those.
Yeah.
Oh, they're gonna look so good.
Yeah. So thank you. So yeah, and I hated this thing when I was doing the nonfiction side. I'm like, I hate this so much. But I picked up the stain. And I'm like, I hate this.
I'm like, I love it.
He loved it the whole time. I'm like, I'm gonna go with you on this because I hate it. And it just turned out that it was just this free floating brick of brown on a wall with nothing around it to anchor it. Because by the time I got to the other side of the room, I'm like, okay, I like it now. So I do now. But that one wall was freaking me out.
I was gonna say, like, yeah, it is. I mean, it is a little bit of a darker brown, but I think once you start getting the books on it and you start getting all these pops of color, it's gonna look awesome. It's gonna look awesome.
Yeah, and I love it now. But that's that one wall where there was nothing on the wall but the bookcase. I was just like, this. What did I do? And there's nothing I can do because it's too late to change it. I can't sand this down and start over again, so I have to live with it. So, but I like it now.
And someday, maybe my next winter's project, I'll light them up. But I'm not.
Yeah, we're not doing that right now.
Can't do that now.
No, don't worry about. Yeah, that's a future project. That's phase 6 or 7 or 8, 10 or something.
What kind of lighting are you talking about? Like
I have behind me in my bookcases. That's what he's wanting to do.
okay.
So I've put specific trim at the front of every shelf that I'm able to hide the LED at the front, so that like that we did pre-plan. It's ready to go. We've got the electrical already up top of every bookcase, so we can just plug in and it'll go. So it's all ready to go that way. But to actually
Do it.
and like get the wire and the lighting and everything in, I'm like, nope, no time.
No, we really need to sort of like, so I've split phase 4 into 2 parts. So we're in phase 4, which is the opening, which is also whose idea was this? And it was ours, most of mine. But you said yes,
Yeah,
so
I
it's
did
your
say
fault.
yes.
So it's what do we need to do to get open? Not what do we want and it's what do you actually need to have to open up a store? So that's what we're doing. It's just the need stuff. And then between our soft open and our grand open, that's the wants, that's the wish list, and we'll have a couple of months to be able to do that. And there won't be so much of it to do.
Yeah.
So not everything will be done, but it'll be a functioning store.
Yeah, Nicholas, now that he has an upgraded PC, he's wanting to start streaming as well. And so even though I've been telling him for months, dude, you need to start learning how to use OBS. You need to start doing some stuff to start learning how to use OBS. Has the boy been doing it? No, he's just now jumped into it. And so he's like trying to design an intro and trying to design this or whatever. And I'm trying to tell him, I'm like, listen, man, like, I understand you want to do all this stuff because, I'm the same way, but you just got to understand, like, good is the enemy of perfect. And because like if you keep refining it until it gets perfect before you start streaming, I'm like, you'll never start streaming. I'm like, just jump in and start doing it, man. And then because I'm like, even I was like, after a while, it took me months to finally go, yeah, I guess I really should move my video on the other side of the screen or whatever, because I was a lefty. But yeah, because the reason I didn't, and even though Cy mentioned it, and I want to say Luke or someone else mentioned it, I noticed that like when I was playing the games, like the games are on this side, but I'm looking away from it. And I was just like, that doesn't look right. Like I need to switch it around so I'm looking at the game. So
yeah, Luke's
what color hue or hues do you have in mind for lighting? Are y'all just going to do white, or y'all thinking you're actually going to do multicolor, or
Not multicolored.
So I
No.
know.
No.
So
And that is that.
What the plan is that we're going to match the lighting that's in the store already for the daylight, where it's a very bright. But I do want the capability to alter it so that for Halloween or for we're able to change it for that particular
that would be fun.
holiday.
See, and I even thought about it. I went straight white back here, and there's a little part of me that's like, maybe I should have done multicolor just so that I could do that as well, like whenever there's something going on. But for the most part, I'm like, I'm fine.
Do y'all remember when Johnny Carson used to read, like he'd put on the big hat and he would take a letter and he would predict what was in the letter? I can read
what the fuck was his
Chris's
name?
mind right now.
Because I have like a aesthetic vision, and it just depends on what color
Yes.
it will change to. I understand wanting that flexibility, and that's fine. But yeah,
It's not going to happen. It's going to
Karnak the Magnificent. I could not remember that.
Karnak. Yes.
I don't remember that conversation, but I have a very specific vision in mind, and I'm pretty hard to derail after that.
But who's better at playing the long game?
Oh no. What you should do is set it to blink and flash and change colors to like the American Star Spangled Banner.
Oh yeah.
That would go over very well.
I was gonna say, I thought you were gonna say you should have it like light up and have all these different LED colors and stuff, like it's a freaking dispensary or something. Because it seems like that's where I see it, is like, you know, all the weed dispensaries have got like all these LED lights going all around and everything. It's just like, okay, yeah, that's exactly what I want to see when I go in to try to find my calming book.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, how many dispensaries have you been to, Eugene? What's going on?
Zero, because you know me, but I drive by them all the time. So
he's looking for a book.
yeah,
I understand. That would be General Ficton.
Well, guys, it looks fantastic.
It's beautiful. Yes.
Yeah, it's gorgeous. Y'all have done a
very,
hell of a
very
lot
good
of work.
aesthetic. Yes. Very impressive.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I accidentally, it wasn't what I intended, but as I was starting to, like, after the paint color and then I picked the stain color, I was like, why does this look so familiar? Oh, that's Bag End. It's Bilbo's house. That's the color palette for Bag End.
Oh, that's so good.
Do it on
Hell yeah.
I'll be like, why does this feel familiar? I'm like, it's friggin' it's Bag End.
So, Ray, when are you
Wow.
going to install a round door?
Never.
Never.
No, I
That's
want
not my
a
building.
No, it's not our building. That's the thing. We just
Fair
focus.
enough.
You know what though? I do have some little fairy doors, and some of them are going to be round, and I will be putting them on the bookshelves. So
Hell yeah.
yeah.
So
It's
yeah, Luke's right. All you need is a seizure on your way to get your fix.
that's fun.
Yeah, that's always fun.
You should just run like green and pink neon all along the top and flashing alternatively.
I think Chris would. Yeah.
No.
Throw glitter all over the walls.
I did. It's called sawdust.
He's like, let's bring books out and let's put them on. I'm like,
what is
no,
it?
you're not done yet. You are not done making a mess. I'm not putting the books out yet. When you were done making a mess and
I'm
we've
close.
cleaned
I'm
up and you're very, very close, then I will, but not right now because then I'm just having to clean all over again. And so I would rather have to do that one time.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So what all do you still have to build?
So there's a cabinet beside the
counter.
the counter.
Yeah.
I do have to build a cabinet there to put the fridge into.
Epileptically geeky.
Another show.
That's awesome.
I need that T-shirt.
I know, right?
So yeah, I do need to build a cabinet to put the fridge into because we do have a little fridge that we're going to be using. So there's that. We are going to. We haven't been able to find the. We're hoping to find used kitchen cabinets to, but it's not an option. So
They're either too expensive, or they're like $200, but you come and take them out.
I'm like,
No.
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 Come in and take them out.
No.
So anyway, long story short, we're going to be able to get some cabinets in there, and then that'll finish that.
But
off.
it's just one section of the store now.
Yeah.
It's not the whole thing
It's not the
anymore.
whole-
He's relegated to like one corner of the store now.
Yeah.
So now cleanup has to happen, which he hates.
I do.
Hates it with
Yeah.
a burning fire passion.
I do.
So this will be real fun when he reaches the fuck it stage, and then there's just a pile downstairs in the basement of just stuff. I'm trying to figure out where everything's gonna go.
Getting close to that.
Yeah.
Getting close to that. But yeah, so got to do that, and then there's a little cabinet that I need to build for the other side
Yep.
where the stove is going to be close to, and get a piece that we found off the
Yeah.
floor. So
It'll happen, but that's the want part. That's
Yeah.
not the need
Mhm.
part. That'll be that's phase 4, part 2.
and I could probably build that downstairs
And bring it up.
and bring it up. So. But what I'm most excited about in the future is practicing with the espresso machine, and
We're so gonna be stronger on that.
when we see you once that's in place, you're gonna talk like Eugene circa
I knew you were gonna say
2016.
that. I knew you were going to say that.
And I knew you knew. So I was stumbling on it, but
I was thinking like she's gonna be so hawked up on the espresso, like she's gonna be like a blur going in and out like the door, like and just like the shelves are gonna slowly keep like filling in. It's just gonna be this blur back and forth.
yeah,
Hammy
talking like the dude, the micro machine. Oh, I said micro machines. Damn it, Luke.
Oh!
He got you
Yeah.
again.
Damn it.
Born Distracted said, "What has been the easiest process so far?"
easiest.
They're like, "Wait, that's a thing? That was an option?"
Yeah, wait.
The plumbing.
Oh,
Because
because
I didn't have to do
we
it.
didn't do it.
There you go.
So that the easiest I think was
I think coming up with the idea.
coming up with the idea of what we wanted to do. Everything else has not been. But
You know, you're really lucky you're doing this in Canada, because if you did this in the United States, as soon as you got everything fixed, the landlord would jack up your rent for everything.
Oh,
well, that happens here.
it happens here.
We
well,
have it in writing.
We have it in
So-
writing. We told him exactly what, and I know a few people that if he did that to us,
We have a good lawyer.
We have
So
a good lawyer,
we have a
and
good
we
lawyer.
also have a. I don't think a few. I know a lot of people would be very upset if he did that.
Yeah.
So.
Mhm.
So, but he's a good landlord. He is. He's
Yes.
really good, and his
okay,
tenants.
okay. I didn't mean that there was no accusation being levied.
No,
So.
that happens here.
We
And
know somebody. We know
our neighbor.
a family who the house, it's what they can afford, but it's in crap condition. But they refuse to do anything and don't want to do anything because their last house they did that in, and the moment the landlord saw it, he jacked up the rent so high they had to move.
Yeah.
So she's
'Cause-
so reluctant to do anything, and it needs it bad. But she
Can you imagine doing that to somebody? Can you
Yeah.
imagine?
it happens.
No,
here.
I can't. Like, you want
No.
to do the work and improve the property, and so I'm going to run you off. Fuck you.
It's a
That's
dirty-
how they think, though, man. They're just
Oh,
like,
yeah.
oh, I can get more for this. That's
Yeah.
all they think about.
Yeah, some of them do, and that's unfortunate because it's, that sucks. Everybody should be able to live in a nice, comfortable place without having
Hell
to
yeah.
worry about the rent getting jacked up.
Yeah.
Yeah, Born Distracted. They find ways to do it.
Oh
So-
yeah, it's legal. They can do it whenever they
Yeah.
want.
That happened to us when I was a kid. We rented a house, and part of the agreement was we would fix it up, and we painted it and did a whole bunch of stuff. Soon as we got almost done, landlord was like, "Yeah, we're going to raise your rent." And we were like, "Are you serious? Like, what?"
Yeah,
Yeah, it was terrible.
yeah, it sucks.
So that's not going to happen.
No, it's not.
Good deal.
And if it does, you let us know. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Nice house you got there. Nice bookstore you got there.
Nice building.
Anyway,
Well, I wanted to throw this out there because of some of the things mainly that, I've been having a change of thought on some stuff. And I know Sai has as well. I wanted to just kind of talk a little bit about this. What are you laughing at?
I don't know what you're about to say, but
No, you don't know what I'm about to say, but I guarantee you. And I forgot to put a picture on the right-hand side of it, so it's a little empty here. So I'm just going to use this one instead. Have our feelings on AI changed? And here's why I want to bring it up. So a lot of YouTubers in the last several months have come out with videos, and they've been like, I did a video last year and I talked about how I was excited for AI and the use of AI, and I thought I might use it for this, that, and the other thing. And they're like, I think I'm going back against that. In fact, I'm telling you right now, I'm not going to use AI for anything on my channel. And I know several bigger YouTubers that are doing this. And YouTube actually came out, was it last week before, and killed a crap ton of AI only channels. Like just wiped them out. And so a lot of people are just like, they're kind of making a stand against this. Some of the other like social media stuff is kind of starting to think maybe we should start doing some limitations on some of this stuff. And then on top of that, more conventions. Like we did a story in the fall. I think it was one of the big Comic-Con side. I don't remember which one it was. And that was one of the things they threw out a guy because they said, we have a policy. You cannot sell AI art in Artist Alley. And he said, well, I don't care. I'm bringing it anyway. And they kicked him out and became a big thing. Well, I'm seeing more and more conventions post, hey, no AI art allowed in Artist Alley. If you want to sell it somewhere else and you make it very clear, that's fine. But you are not allowed to come into Artist Alley with all these other people who are doing original stuff and bring your stuff, and it's not allowed. And so I was thinking about this, and I wanted to bring it up because Sai, you're kind of the leader of the four of us here.
Well, I've never been a leader of anything. Don't ever put that on me. How dare you, Ricky Bobby?
Yes, you have.
Do not put that evil on me.
Okay, have you?
No.
When was the last time you made a AI song that you shared online?
Okay. You want to talk about the AI stuff?
This is what I wanted to talk about.
All right. So I was messing with AI quite a bit, several different versions of AI, and I was having a lot of fun with it. And I started to make I was loading video game music into Suno and recreating it as like symphony versions of old school stuff. And then I went to ChatGPT and I took photos or images from games and turned them into like realistic versions of whatever the game was, And I made a video. I made a bunch of videos that were members only videos where I was, images of games with this AI music, and just for fun, right? And I decided to sort of edit them all into a big video with like moving pictures and doing I did a whole bunch of work. I worked on it for like, I want to say a total of maybe like 40 hours. I mean, a lot of time, and I put it out on my channel. And as soon as I put it on my channel, I saw a friend of mine did a video talking about AI stuff, and I started thinking about AI stuff, and I was like, man, do I really want this on my channel? Do I really want to do this? Mm-hmm. And so I took it all down. I just took it down, and I took all my AI music off of my streams and just used like video game music for my intros and outros. And I was going to do no AI stuff of any kind, really. And then
this is what kills me.
So I had intro music, I had intro music from video games, and I got copyright striked on the video game music for Castlevania and Sonic the Hedgehog. It's never happened to me. All the stuff that I've ever done for that, never in all the years I've been streaming have I ever been copyrighted for music from games. I was like, what? I don't know. I think it has something to do with the time in proximity to when you start your stream. Like if it picks it up at the beginning, it will hit you. Something like that.
Could be.
Yeah, I don't know. So I am using like an instrument only random AI music for my little intro sequence. I'm using that right now. it's no vocals or nothing. It's just like a random, just instrument only music bed for my intros. Just so like the waiting screen before the stream starts, you know, which I don't know how long I'm going to do that. I might have to figure something else out. And what that probably means is I would use my music from the previous stuff that I had that I bought that I actually own the rights to. Which I don't know. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, funny enough, I am still, this is what I was going to say. I think there's a time and a place for everything. And I think there's a use that is fine for AI stuff, but it's not a replacement for real, like, let me tell you what I'm trying to say. Like, privately, I don't think I've told y'all guys about this. Maybe I told Eugene, I can't remember. I've been making music. I've been making real music, like albums. I've been writing lyrics and editing the music, and I've made 2 albums so far, 9 songs each. And they'll probably never get shared with anybody except if somebody that I know wants to hear it, I might let them hear it. But it's like, it's pretty dark, personal stuff. And some of it's like also, anyway, I could go on about what I'm doing, but nobody cares.
Album.
It's pretty dark. I'm telling stories in my songs, and some of them are like book ideas that I had that I turned into songs, and some of them connect to other songs, and there is also some of it that's real, that's from me. And you guys know me, you would probably figure out which ones those are very easily. But I would never try to release that music as like, look, I'm a musician. You know, I would never do that because yes, I did write the lyrics and I did edit the music and do some stuff, but there's no way I could ever come up with the music. You know, I don't think music, and there's no way I could do that. So that's where you know, putting stuff out there as though you did it and take full credit for it. That's you can't do that. That's what that guy got called out on that you're talking about, that took his stuff to that Comic Con or whatever. You can't do that shit. Like, you're making part of it, you're influencing part of it, but you didn't make that art. You produced that art, right? The same way, like a music producer, there's the band and they have their song and you listen to what they do and then you fix it. That's what you did. You produced, right? I had a friend of mine make that comparison to me a while back. And I don't think you guys know him. He's kind of an oddball. But he did make that comparison, and I was like, yeah, that's right. That's exactly what it is. You're a producer.
See, I heard it described, it was some interview, and I can't remember who it was. I want to say it was someone, I think it was like an actual artist or something like that. And they're like, or maybe it was anyway, his point was, he's like, oh, you art directed it. He's like, because that's what I do. Yeah. I ask for art, I get it back, I make edits or ask for edits, it goes out, it comes back. I art directed this. I am not the artist of this. I am the art director of this. And I was like, that's pretty on the nose there. Like, yeah, I like that art. I like that description. But what you're saying for music, it's the same thing. You produced it. Right. Yes.
But I'm very proud of what I did. I think it sounds good and it's really interesting for me, but I'm never going to like, you know, it would be a tool for me to learn how to make music as a producer. Like, it's not going to teach me how to actually make music because I can't come up with, I don't have that, you know, but as a tool, AI, I think, especially in the art world or music world or whatever, could be used in the background as a way to help you learn things, as a way to help you get comfortable with the next step and the next step and so forth, you know, but not as like a replacement, you know. It's not like I'm going to put this music out and go, that's my new album, you know, $14.95. that's not going to happen. But yeah, so my attitude about AI has been, it's really fun to play with, and you can do some interesting things that might give you ideas for stuff that you wouldn't have had otherwise. But no, it's I don't know what people think AI is supposed to be. Like, all these big companies investing all this money into it and everything. I don't think they understand that this is not a replacement for anything. This is just a tool to help other things.
Mm-hmm.
When they figure that out, they're going to be really pissed that they've put all that money into everything, because I don't think they realize that's what they're paying for. So.
They already are. Before I go on my little rant here, just to kind of catch up here with the chat, More Distraction said, I think Papa Pete just did another one with Cy singing.
Oh, you saw that one. Yeah.
That was fantastic.
Yeah, Papa Pete is awesome. He's got a friend of his that makes AI on a level that I'll never even understand how he's doing.
Yeah, that is more. That's not just putting in, like, he's got to be doing something else on the back end, because it's too polished for what it is. So, Luke's Awakening said they'll strike the hell out of you for Green Hill Zone. Yeah, I guess so.
I think it was. I think that's it. No, it wasn't Green Hill Zone. It was Star, whatever that one is. I can't remember what it's called. Star something. Yeah, I got hit for that, and
go on.
Yeah, I got hit for that, and I got hit for one of the Castlevania songs from Castlevania 4. I just don't remember which one.
See, and I don't get that, because I understand what you're saying. I think your idea that because it's right up at the beginning, it maybe is that's one, because I'm like, it has never struck you for playing the game.
It's got to be what it is. Yeah, so. It has to be like the first 30 seconds. If it catches it, that has to be what it is, because it doesn't make sense. Because you could play games all day long and never get. Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah. Real recognizes real. Absolutely. Luke, of course, Born Distracted said, does AI recognize AI? So, and then of course you have to come back. I'd rather listen to AI than Kid Rock. Fair enough.
Good point.
So one of the stories I was going to possibly talk about next week, if we end up doing an EG live, is IBM. I think it was this morning. Said they're about to hire a bunch of new people, because they spent a bunch of money on AI and have started figuring out it's not doing what we want to do. It's not doing what it's supposed to do, and we got to get some more programmers in here. So yeah, there's definitely some of that you were talking about, when they figure out that it's not doing what they wanted to do or what they think they can do. Yeah,
I think I want to mention also that Microsoft is having some major problems with their AI right now.
Oh yeah,
apparently they opened up a back door into Windows by implementing AI into Notepad. Lou was talking about this, and I've seen it from our IT guy was talking about stuff today that's going on. They have a major problem with the Copilot. It's got a
they do.
Yeah,
should have never went down that step. The reason why I wanted to bring this up, because of what you've kind of been going through, but like in the back of my head, I keep thinking, like, I'm looking at our intros and like, I'm not going to redo the music. I like the music that I've done for our intros and stuff, even though the one still is messed up, but whatever. Oh,
you should just dub over it. Just go live for EG live.
But like some of the intros, like the one for Epically Geeky, the Epically Geeky show, is just kind of like flying through like a bookstore and a toy store and stuff like that. And I've halfway thought, I'm just like, there's nothing really stopping me from just like doing that IRL and just pasting it in there. Like, and I'm like, is it worth it? But is it worth it? Like if we're looking at it from a environmental aspect, if we're looking at it from the amount of water that was used, the amount of electricity that was used, and all that other stuff, the damage is done. I've already done it. So not now, if I kept making stuff like that, then yes, I would be adding to, but I've already done it. And I'm just like, does it make a difference for me to go back and do that, to put that time, effort, and energy into that? Like, I don't
honestly,
know. Like,
the pile of corporate usage versus personal usage of AI is such your footprint is like the tiniest little grain of sand. I don't even, this is like, should you feel guilty about an iPhone for all what goes on to make an iPhone? And I mean, you can feel guilty about everything. You can live the rest of your life racked with guilt about everything.
I was going to say there was somebody that they were struggling over their recycling. They're like, oh, I got to put this in the recycling, and then they were like, do you know how many personal jets just left the Super Bowl?
Yeah,
and one of them for an hour flight.
Penn and Teller did a thing several years ago. They had a show called Bullshit. And
yes, fantastic show.
Yeah, and now things are different now. It's not the same as what it was. This was 15 years ago or something. But in that show, they exposed how a lot of stuff that we think is helping is actually hurting. There's a lot of recycling things are different now. It's probably better. But like 15 years ago, it was actually more harmful to the environment to have recycling programs than if they didn't have them. Like they did the breakdown on it and everything. It was pretty crazy. So I think it's improved a lot since then, obviously. I mean, solar panels are like 100 times better than what they were a few years ago. So things change.
But like I've been grappling with that idea of, is it worth my time and energy to go back and like keeping the music? Because like I said, I don't know anyone that could write it and perform it and is going to be able to do it on a budget I can pay them. You know what I'm saying? Like it would be one thing if I had money to burn. I'm just like, hey, if I give you $1,000, would you record the song for my podcast? I guarantee I could find lots of people to do that. But if I'm just like, oh, you'll get the exposure. Exposure's bullshit. Every artist now knows it. That was the biggest crock of shit ever. You'll get exposure if you do the free thing for me. No, you're just too cheap to pay me, dude.
But that's my point with the AI, it's the one thing that pisses me off with AI is why are we still going after the creatives? The creatives are the ones that like help the world go through and get to something new, and it's so interesting. And why do we use this technology to go after the creatives all the time and just to pay them less? It's like, for fuck's sakes, pay them what they're worth. Like, God, yeah. It pisses me off.
Yep.
Yeah, it really sucks. And I know what you're going through with that too, Ray, because like my daughter does artwork and she used to do commission artwork. I think she still does sometimes, but she took it very seriously. She had a price list for various things and she, put a ton of work into what she was doing. And she kept having people like back out on her because they would just go AI, whatever they were doing, and it's pretty frustrating.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah, I can only imagine. Yeah. So yeah, I just wanted to kind of throw that out there because, like I said, I know Cyrus, you've kind of been going back and forth on some of this stuff, and like I said, I've thought about it, and I'm just trying to figure out whether or not it's worth my time and everything else.
Everything has a place. That's all I'm saying. Like,
yeah, no, and I get it. Yeah.
It's not like it's not kryptonite. It's just it's misused a lot of times, and we think about that, Mm-hmm. But like me making my music, that I could never make music, but now I can make some music, sort of, and it's really fun because I'm not doing nothing with it, but I'm just having fun.
Right. And I thought about the other day when I was kind of going back and forth on this, I thought about our interview with Jesse Sosa. Remember, he said, he's like, I'm all for it because there are people out there that maybe can't even physically do this stuff, but they can come up with a prompt or speak a prompt or something like that. And now they are able to make stuff. And I was just like, yeah, it's, you don't want to go all the way one way or the other with it. It's always going to be kind of a grayscale thing. But I was just kind of thinking about it and I was just like, is this worth my time? I've got better things really to do. And I mean, let's be honest. No one's paying attention to the intros except for me because I'm old school and feel like I have to have an intro for a show. Like I
pay attention because you mispronounced the word. That's why I paid attention.
I didn't do that. That was the computer. Anyway, so
it mispronounced the word. I like to think you did it though for some reason.
Fair enough. All right. Was there anything else anyone wanted to throw on there? If not, we're going to start talking about what we'd like to work on for next time.
The only thing I was going to say is I agree with Sai in the way of like there's a time and place for it. It's a tool that we need to learn how to use appropriately and stop stealing from other people is the other part.
Yeah.
So it's
See, and that's the thing. There's no reason why AI is the way it is. It should have been that they pulled their stuff from licensed, like they paid the fee to the 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 licensing and pulled the stuff that way. There's no reason it should have been done the way it is. The way it's done is illegal. It shouldn't be done that way. Yes. And eventually that's going to get corrected.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, was it ByteDance's one? What was it called? They just dropped it last week, and it's actually producing some really interesting, high quality stuff. And Disney and Paramount and all the other companies are just like, you will cease or desist, or we are coming after you. And the Justice Department, I think, is just like, yeah, China, you better get a hold of this, because like, if not, this is going to become a thing.
Yeah, because they have to protect their property. I mean, they will, because that's all they have. Like, if they lose their assets, their intellectual property, they have nothing. Yeah. So they will protect that stuff.
They're not really coming up with new stories, so at least they're. I mean, every so often a blind squirrel finds a nut, but Oh, all right. Let's go ahead and talk about what we're going to work on for next time. So I'm hoping I need to start working on this. I need to start seeing about trying to get an interview for March. So let's see.
Were you going to interview Retro Bro, John?
I need to reach out. I need to reach out to Retro Bro. I think he'd be a good interview, and I would like to try to schedule that for next month.
I'll tell you what was really funny was when we were having that conversation and we brought it up and we're like, hey, maybe you could interview John. And John's like, yeah, we could do that. And he's like, when do you want to do it? And you're like, well, maybe like after I do like 5 other people and then like down the road at some point. And
I did not say 5 other people. I said we have another episode that we're doing and then I would love to do it. That is not what I told you.
But I watched John's face when you said this, whatever it was you said. And John was like, you saw him go like, and I was like, damn, dude, you just murdered John's soul. How dare you?
I did not mean to if that was the case.
He was all excited about doing it.
Well, I'm going to reach out to him and we're going to get taken care of.
Yeah, good luck getting him now.
Okay. All right, so we're looking for what?
We'll get the AI version of him. It's fine.
Oh, yeah.
The AI version of John. You're typing.
Listen,
so what did you think about this game, John? I thought it was great. It was the best game I ever played. Oh,
no, they've got better than that.
Yeah, you're right. It's better than that.
I was going to say, like, is that the threat now? So you're going to come on next month, or I'm going to do an AI version.
We're just going to AI you.
Yeah, we're just going to AI you, dude. Listen, if you don't want to come across as racist, you will show up.
Oh, shit. Here's the list of things we're going to make you say. Just so you know.
Yeah.
Here's a price list for each one. This one costs $10 for you not to say. This one costs
figured out how to make money on AI.
Hang on.
Yes.
Hang on. And if we really don't like you, we're going to use like the worst version of the AI. So you Grok or.
Oh yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Wow.
Starting to doing a search. What is the most racist AI?
New YouTube video.
Yeah.
Big letters with your mouth open.
Yeah. We compared all the big ones and found out no. All right, Ray. Actually, I'm going to say Ray and Kris because I know there's lots of stuff happening. So we're looking at. She's pointing. We're looking at April.
Okay,
what are you hoping to get done by April?
We forgot to give the update on how many scanned books there are in the inventory.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so I'm not done fiction section. I'm almost done. Very almost done, but it's still going to take me a while to do it because a lot of it has to be manually input. I'm at 13,075.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ooh. The good news is if you sold them all for $1.
Yeah.
They're like, we still wouldn't have our investment.
That wouldn't pay us back.
No.
Yeah, but I'm not done yet, and I haven't even started the nonfiction side. No. So I don't even know how many's in that. But yeah, it's probably.
That would have been a great name for a bookstore, though. I'd buy that for $1. See if you could find that guy who was in RoboCop and get him to come out and do an ad for you.
Yeah, there you go.
Or just AI. Just AI.
There you go. Yeah, that's even better.
So
April. The store will be open.
We'll be open.
We will have the kitchen, I think, done.
Well, the kitchen will be done. It's whether we're going to be able to use it or not by then. We don't know.
We don't know. I hope so. I hope the
personal use we could use it.
Yeah.
practice making espressos.
Yes.
But I think by April this time, in 2 months, I think we'd have it up and running at the very least.
I would,
Had a few practice runs.
yeah, I would hope so.
Yeah.
The other thing I'm hoping for is maybe figuring out by then the back room a little bit on how to get my section, so my
sort of set up.
my online section set up.
Yes, that part. Yeah, because the back rooms are like an forever evolving thing. So
Yeah.
that's never going to be done. It's just always going to be changing. But yeah, I think the kitchen is sort of, that'll be the next priority. That, and then
Kitchen cleanup and open.
yeah, kitchen cleanup open.
That's enough. I'm just saying, like, you
Yeah.
don't have to put.
Well, I'm just
Well, yeah,
saying
but there's more to do.
so much. Yes, yeah.
So a fun way to display our merchandise, because there's some new merchandise that we do have.
Yes, which we'll show you after.
Yeah.
Okay.
But so I don't know. I've worked retail, but we've never owned a store or whatever. And so buying retail items.
Oh, it was your cat. Sorry, I was looking for him.
Minerva, is a bit stressful because you want to buy things that you like, but also what you think your customer base would like. But we don't know what our customer base is going to be because we've really switched stuff up in the store. So we know we're going to lose some and gain some, but we don't know what it's like. And then we have a tourist season here, so do we
What's
buy?
that look like?
What does that look like? Do we need to buy more? That kind of thing. So yeah, that's been stressful for me. I don't like to shop, so I think maybe that's helpful. But just trying to get a good amount of things that isn't overwhelming, but also looks nicely displayed too. Because if it's just out on a table, it looks.
Yeah, so we got to come up with a creative way to show it.
Way to show it. We're not
Yeah.
sure yet how to do that.
It'll come.
It'll come. I know.
It'll evolve like everything else. I mean,
Yes.
you'll figure out that it's supposed to be on the left, not the right, or vice versa.
That's why it's open.
Yeah, exactly.
So nice. So the things I'm looking at doing is I'm still continuing to 3D print stuff for that board game, TI4. I was trying to get several things printed over this last weekend because we had a holiday weekend, and I went in on Sunday to change out a print, and my printer died. So I had to buy a new power supply for it and install that this morning and got it up and running. But then before I left, it wasn't quite printing like it should. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna have to play with it some more. But yeah, I'm gonna continue doing that. Like it's the thing that kills me about it is like I realized the other day I've been 3D printing for almost a decade now.
Oh wow.
And so my printers are getting really long in the tooth. I've kept them up with a bunch of maintenance, but at some point, like literally like for $500, I could buy a brand new printer that will do 1,000 times better print. And it's just like,
Wow.
just trying to come up with that money to pull the trigger to do that. Because it's not like I'm not printing stuff to sell anymore really, but it's just like, there's so many cool things though I could make that I can't make right now. Like there are literally action figures and statues of like characters and stuff that I could print because it'll do up to like 4 colors. And I'm just like, man, that would be cool stuff that I could have and own and actually start doing this again. But it's nowhere near like it was. Like the one printer I had like was $600 when my parents and my wife bought it for me. And like I said, that's the oldest of the printers. And like it is old and slow. Like I can't even watch videos anymore of people describing what they're printing because they're like, oh yeah, this was a 3.5 hour print. And I'm like, that's easily 9 hours for me. Like it just, because mine just cannot do that. I keep telling people, I'm just like, it's not like a table saw. Like, the table saw like, oh, hey, we added a laser to it, or we made the dust collection a little better. Yeah. Those are small things that do improve things, but like this is like almost a completely different machine now. It's almost a completely different animal. And then the other thing I'm going to do is I'm literally missing one piece now. I think I've got some older hard drives I may try to throw into it. But through all of the upgrades, I now have a fourth PC. It's running like a Ryzen 3. I don't even remember what the video card is in it. So, I mean, it's definitely an older system. But I'm like, maybe I should install Recall Box on it and just see what it could do as a strictly emulation system. Because I'm just like, it would beat the hell out of the Raspberry Pi 3 I've got. Like, it could probably do some decent stuff. I'm like, otherwise it's just going to sit there. So why not? So I may be playing with that and have something to show off, in the next 2 months with that. So just kind of depends. Cool. Cyrus, is there anything in particular you're thinking about working on?
There is, and I'm very reluctant to attempt it because I know it will be a tremendous pain in the ass.
Okay.
But you guys, Chris and Ray, if I say this, they're going to be like, tremendous pain in the ass, my ass.
I know, right?
Don't say it. Do it.
I just bought a PS5 Pro, and it's awesome. It can do better performance than my gaming PC, which is crazy because I have a pretty good gaming PC. Mm-hmm. But it actually it specs out higher. Specs out. I think they say the GPU's the equivalent of like a 5070, which is I have a 3060 in my gaming PC. And it's a little bit better on the CPU side too. It's just better. It's really nice. PS5 Pro is pretty nice. But anyway, I'm contemplating the idea, and I may not do this.
Okay, that's fine.
I'm contemplating the idea of using my gaming PC for OBS and setting up a 4K 60 setup so that I can do my PS5 Pro at 4K 60. Now, here's the problem with this. There's a few problems with this.
Is there?
First off, my bandwidth for uploading is not great. And I don't even know if I can do 4K 60 uploading.
I get it.
Yeah, sometimes I struggle with 1080p 60. The other thing is, in order to get 4K as your desktop for OBS, you have to use a 4K monitor.
Wow.
So that means I have to move this smaller 4K TV that's in here into there and hook the computer up to that as a monitor.
Yep.
I don't know if I want to go through this. I really don't. But I'm thinking about it.
Okay.
But as a backup, let's just say I don't do any of that.
Okay.
My next project is to get my PS5 Pro completely set up with. I added a 2 terabyte SSD to it. I bought the disk drive. It should be coming, so I'll be installing the disk drive into it. And I may put some sort of USB solution for PS4 games, So I have just an enormous amount of memory, just so much. Oh my God, just my fingers tingle thinking about the memory. I don't know. Something along these lines. I'm also going to sell some of my stuff. Not because I necessarily am like broke. I mean, I am kind of broke, but not necessarily but because I have stuff that just sits here that I don't ever use, that I think it would probably be a good idea. Because I do think about the day that I have a massive coronary and drop dead in the bathroom. They have to come get my body. And then my daughter comes in 2 weeks later and is like, what am I going to do with all this shit? I think about that. So
number one, I don't think you're anywhere near that yet. So I think you can slow your roll on that. Number two, we've talked about this. I think we talked about it on this show. It's called Swedish death cleaning. And we're all about it, Si. Like I fully expect to be like, hey guys, what is it? What of my stuff do you want? Do you want the Transformers? You want the proton packs? Whatever you want, cool, you can have it. And the rest of it, it's on me to sell it, to get rid of it, because I'm not leaving it for my boys to go, I don't know what this is. I don't know what it's worth. Like
Mhm.
you shouldn't be leaving that on your kids. So you're in good company here, Si. Like we're
Yeah.
behind you on that one.
Oh yeah. Okay.
By the way, Oasis in the chat, that's a good point. There are certain aspects of my PC that are probably better than my Pro that allow me to do certain things better. So that's true. But on paper or whatever, my GPU on the Pro is better than my actual GPU. That was, I guess, what I was trying to say. It's not, I'm keeping my PC. Don't worry. I'm not like this is going. Like, that's not the plan.
Yeah.
So, yes. Because there's plenty of gaming, like you were saying, Eugene, that we want to do on PC. There's plenty of gaming. And that's
Front door
another
opens,
reason it would be
just
pretty cool.
tosses it out.
I was going to say that's another reason it'd be pretty cool to have a 4K screen hooked up to that computer.
No, I get it.
I don't know if I want to do that. Good God. But I am curious if it could work. Like, what would that setup look like? And would it actually, I don't know if I'd be able to stream, but I could at least do 4K videos. You know?
That's true.
I tell you what, Si.
Hmm.
We have a basement at the store. You set it up in the basement of the store. Check it out. See if it works.
I see what you're saying. You sneaky Canadians. I see. Can't be trusted.
Can't be trusted. All right, let's go ahead and move on into our social media stuff. Where can we find you online, Ray?
The Reluctant Yeti on Instagram and the Peddler on Instagram as well. We didn't post an update this last Sunday, but we will be posting an update soon. Wanted to get a little bit more of a finished product ready to go.
Fair enough. Kris?
The Moody Midlife on Instagram, and then the same public Instagram at the Peddler.
Yay. Cyrus? I like how on another show or something you were talking about, I think it was on Epically Geeky, you were talking about how like you're kind of not liking the name of your channel anymore, and you're feeling like some of these bands that gave themselves a name and they're just like, why did we do that? Why did we call ourselves that? Like that's what everyone, that's all we ever get in every interview is, so why are you called that? Yeah.
Well, the only bad thing about it is I can't ever explain it to people quickly because it takes a minute, because you got to be like, it's Super Mega Graphics 64. Why is it that? Well, this is why. And you can't spell graphics the way you think it's spelled. It's spelled like Turbo Graphics. And they're like, wait a minute, it was Mega who? What? Super Graphics Mega? What? And you're like, God dang it, this was a mistake. But I don't have a better name, so it's fine. It works. Now, the Plus channel, I think I shouldn't have done that. I'm actually rethinking, maybe I need to change the name of the Plus channel, because that might be a bridge too far. That might be.
Plus.
Do what?
Cyrus Plus.
Cyrus Plus. Maybe. You know what? I don't know. I'll have to think about it. Maybe I'll call it, what was that creature on Empire Strikes Back? The white in the snow that tries to kill Luke.
Isn't it Tauntaun?
No.
That's what it crawls into.
That's what he
Jesus, you I'm blank. Oh my God.
Well, Eugene is looking that up.
Yes.
What is the temperature of a Tauntaun?
I don't know, but it'll freeze to death before it reaches the first marker, I think. And then it'll see you in hell. Oh, look warm. That's true. That's a good point. It's a good point. Yeah.
Go get some fun.
I don't.
It smells pretty bad, but it'll keep you warm.
That's very true. Yeah.
Till you get the shelter built.
Mm-hmm.
It is the Wampa.
So I was
That's what it is.
thinking
It's a Wampa.
I should call it the Reluctant Wampa. That would work.
Fair enough. And as always, you can find my individual wacky adventure online at Optimus Gene. It's pretty much just the same reels over and over again. From if you're following us at Epically Geeky on Instagram, you're probably seeing the same stuff on my feed because that's pretty much what I'm doing. So, sorry, all the stuff that I really care to share with people, I send it to like individual groups. I'm just kind of over the social media stuff. It's like I do this for the shows, I do it for the Ghostbusters, but for the most part, I'm just like, nope. If I really want people to see it, I know who I want to see it, and I send it to them people. So
he also does it for the Nookie. The Nookie.
On that note,
for real quick, let's thank everyone in the chat real quick because we had quite a few people in the chat. Let's see here. Oasis Beyond, thanks for joining us. It's first time. Born Distracted, always love seeing you here, man. Absolutely. Luke's Awakening, epically only.
No.
We need a price list, Eugene. We need a price list.
Fair enough. I need a Patreon first before I go down that route. Born Distracted, good seeing you. Luke's Awakening, of course. This one, which I don't even remember. I don't even know if something but other word. Anyway, let's see. Born Distracted, Luke's Awakening. I know we had some other folks in here. My boy jumped in here at one point. Oh, Hedges Pictures. Travis jumped in. Yeah, so we had quite a few people in. Thanks to everyone who jumped in on the chat and everything. So for everyone on the site and everyone in the chat, have a good night. Make sure to check out epicallygeeky.com, where you can find all of the shows that we do, including the Epically Geeky Show, Marginally Geeky Book Club, Creatively Geeky, Sustainably Geeky, EG Live, and EG Gaming. But before you do, make sure to like and subscribe here on YouTube. And if you're a person with a human-style body, why not head over to our TeePublic store and grab a t-shirt, hat, shorts, or whatever else they sell to cover that body. You can find the link in the show notes. And thanks for supporting us here at Epically Geeky. See you next time.